Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of my EF hatch build. So in the last episode you watched me drop the transmission for absolutely no reason and then get it back in there. I even took the clutch and flywheel apart for literally no reason. So if you watched the last episode you would have found out that we actually had a problem with our clutch not being adjusted properly. So in this episode our job is to get this thing running mint and then the engine bay completely buttoned up, and we're going to take it for its first ever test drive with the B swap in it. So I'm absolutely so excited to do this. I'm also going to be cleaning up the bay a bit and going over the wiring and maybe tucking some things away. So yeah, stay tuned. This is a really exciting episode. Guys, so it's been a few hours. My phone died so I couldn't film any of it, but yeah, this engine bay is looking awesome. I have this strap tower basically all Frio, basically rerouted all the wiring and stuff, so that looks really good. This side wasn't as successful, but I did get majority of the stuff kind of off here and tucked away. I've also relocated the MSD igniter to there. I think in the future I'm going to be relocating this fuse box to really make this engine bay look good. But yeah, we got the intake back on. That's on there pretty solid, and I actually ran the car for about 2 minutes and bled the coolant. So yeah, now it's time to get ready to start driving this thing. So we're going to slap the bumper and indicators and all that back on, get the hood back on. I bled the brakes already. But I need to brake clean them. So, and I also need to tighten up my axle nuts, as well as get those front wheels on. So yeah, let's get into it. So wondering if anyone has any experience with relocating this coolant overflow reservoir, because as you can see it really clogs up that side light. Without it, it looks real clean. So yeah, if you have any suggestions on where to relocate this or how to go about deleting it, then leave it in the comments. I'd love to know. This thing is really coming together. I honestly cannot believe it. Like, putting that hood on was a really big moment for me because the hood was the first thing I took off. So like, honestly, it just feels like I've come such a long way, and it's so crazy to see this B16 in here, and I'm absolutely like so excited to actually drive this thing. But man, it looks good in here. I'm so happy. I have the bumper on. I don't have it fully mounted up yet because I know I'll probably be taking it off in the near future. Now let's move on to putting my Buddy Club P1s on. These came off my donor car and weigh about half the weight of my Steelies. So yeah, these are going to look great on here. Of course, it's going to look a bit weird at the moment because I'm on the stock suspension, but they're definitely cooler to rock around than the Steelies. Of course, this being a double overhead cam hood, where it comes up like this, it fits perfectly, so this can shut without any issues. So yeah, that's pretty cool. But it's so cool to see this car back together. It's been apart for probably 3 or 4 weeks and I've missed it so much. Is such a cool feeling to see this car finally on the ground, and although it has some whack fitment, it is so weird seeing it this low. I'm used to working on it up here, but I'm sure anyone watching this video with any experience in having project cars knows the feeling that I'm feeling right now of the car finally sitting on all 4 wheels again. Let's get to talking down these axle nuts. Got the axle nuts tightened up and I smashed the side in so it locks it in place, and I've also tightened up the lug nuts on the ground. Now let's get this thing warming up. Starts try it up. The idle is quite high. I think I'm gonna adjust the accelerator screw now, but as you guys could imagine, I'm extremely nervous to do this. Like, not only have I swapped this engine in, but I've also taken the transmission off, and I've also taken the flywheel and clutch off, which I've never done before, and I'm really nervous that I've put it on wrong. So hope in the perfect world everything goes to plan, but I know for a fact that there's going to be something wrong. It might be something small, might be something big, but whatever it is, I know that we can fix it. So yeah, let's bomb this thing out. Bloody cool is this, guys. I am so excited to see what this thing can do. All right, let's reverse it out and then we'll have a look. We need to adjust the clutch a little bit because it's only really grabbing right at the end of the pedal. She sounds beautiful. I got it idling at 1000 RPM so far, and with that clutch adjusted, this gear changes real nicely now. Honestly, so stoked. This means I think I've put the clutch and flywheel on correct, and I think I've put the transmission on correct, and I think I've put the axles and the engine in there all correct, and I'm pretty confident this thing will do well on a drive. So without further ado, let's go take this thing for a spin. Yes, guys, this is so cool. Let's see, go left. Woo! Yeah, boy. Vibrating everywhere? Yeah. That's so cracker. It sounds amazing. Yeah, boy. Quite high. We'll keep on driving around, see if it comes down a bit with getting some air into the radiator and stuff, but it's kind of nerve-wracking to have it up that high for me. Anyway, let's continue driving. Oh yeah, alright, should I rip it out of here? So I just figured out the speedo doesn't work. The gas gauge does work though. At least the tech works. I think we're going about 50 now. I honestly have no idea. So this clutch feels so good, and the gearbox feels like so good, which I'm really happy about, because if you remember in the last video I pulled the whole gearbox out and changed the clutch and the flywheel and all that stuff. So to have that clutch working good, it's just amazing. So what do you know? My Civic made it back to the garage in one piece. No major hiccups along the way. But oh my gosh, this is honestly just so surreal, guys. I'm honestly so stoked with where we're at in this build. Like, although I started this build, I kind of had my doubts on whether I could actually do it. But to be driving around, changing gears, like ripping it a little bit, like it's just so makes me feel so happy, and like all this work that I've done is really starting to pay off and just puts such a massive smile on my face. I'm not sure if you could tell on the video or not. But yeah, in saying that, we do still have a lot of work to go. We weren't hitting VTEC, and also we have that problem with the temperature sensor, with the coolant temperature being too high. So I'm not sure whether that's a problem with my gauge or what, but yeah, and also the speedo didn't work and my reverse lights didn't work. So we do have a lot of work left. But hey, it's just more content for you guys to see and you guys to watch me figure out. And then we also have obviously we have the exhaust to do, which I think I'm going to jump into on the next video, so that's what you'll see. But yeah, anyway guys, this has been a massive episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.